Yep. And starting with it, round one, first question for Saswata, whose first name derives from the Shona word tendai, meaning to give thanks, while her middle name, Marie, plays on her mother's traditionally French name, a French middle name, Mary, using African spelling. Her stage name has always been a mononym, however.
Makeba.
Sorry, come again.
I said Miriam Makeba.
Not quite, Varun.
Zendaya.
Zendaya is correct. Right. Second one for Saswata. At the upcoming Paris 2024 Summer Olympics, India will have representation in 16 sports. The Indian Army Sepoy Balraj Panwar will be in India's sole representative in which sport in Paris 2024. His events will not be in Paris per se, but instead at the National Olympic Nautical Stadium of Île-de-France in Paris-sur-Marne. Ten seconds.
Sailing.
Not sailing. Karthik?
Is it rowing?
Rowing is correct. Direct for Varun. Indian Standard Time is calculated on the basis of the longitude marker in which city known for its carpet industry, among other claims to fame. The clock tower in the image is nearly exactly on the reference longitude of IST at 82 degree 30 minutes east within 4 angular minutes, a property shared by Tuni, a town in Andhra Pradesh.
Mirzapur.
Mirzapur is correct. And second direct for Varun. What are these different types of all pay Chinese, Amsterdam, Anglo Dutch, barter double, best or not best, Brazilian, Calcutta, candle, double, forward, French, Japanese, knapsack, traffic light, and Yankee?
Ways of splitting the bill.
Not quite, Saransh.
Pass.
Passing it to Saswata.
Pass.
Passing it to Karthik.
Pass.
Right. So these are types of auctions. And question for Karthik. Behind the Bastards is a weekly comedic history podcast hosted by Robert Evans exploring the lives of deplorable historical figures. The outfit in the image captures the lives and double crosses, secret police and explosions, a carriage chase, and even a mattress stuffed with cash behind 1907 Tiflis bank robbery, considered the biggest, bloodiest, and most daring robbery in Georgia's history. Whose hardened trio of expropriators pulled it off?
Pass.
Passing it to Saransh.
Al Capone.
Sorry, come again.
Al Capone.
Not quite, Saswata.
Pass.
Passing it to Varun.
Pass.
Right. So this is Joseph Jugashvili or Stalin. Second one for Karthik. An unusual facet of this 1987 film is that instead of actors, almost all of the parts are played by modified Barbie dolls. In particular, Todd Haynes detailed the subject's worsening anorexia by subtly whittling away at the face and arms of the Barbie doll that represents her. Who was the real-life musical subject of this film, or name the film whose title is derived from a hit 1971 song?
Pass.
Passing it to Shashwata.
Pass.
Saransh.
Pass.
Varun.
Pass.
So it's Kieran Carpenter or Superstar. And question for Saransh. Shown here is which actress is saying one of her three roles for a 2018 film aided by Mark Julius' makeup genius. In these three roles, director Luca Guadagnino saw the three Freudian archetypes. Blank, who looks more or less like the actress, is the ego. Mother Marcos, a monstrous figure introduced at the end of the film, is the ID. And elderly psychoanalyst Joseph Klemperer, shown here, represented the superego. Ten seconds.
Kate Blanchett.
Sorry, come again.
Kate Blanchett.
Not quite, Saswata.
Pass.
Passing it to Varun.
Pass.
Passing it to Karthik.
Pass.
Okay. So this is still a spin.
Ah,
This is speed, yeah. Second direct for Saransh. Which Caribbean island is divided roughly 60 to 40 between France and the Netherlands? It is commonly believed that Christopher Columbus named this island in honor of Saint Dash of Tours when he encountered it on his second voyage. Heralded as the patron saint of the Third Republic, we have this saint to thank for at least a couple of rebellious nomenclatures separated by a few centuries.
Saint Martin.
Sorry, come again.
Saint Martin.
Saint Martin is correct. And on to the second round question for Saswata. Which Nobel winner is seen here explaining the false consensus effect often seen in sporting auctions?
There's another finding in psychology. It's called the false consensus effect, which is people think everybody is just like us. And so the teams go through this, and they're all petrified that the player they're in love with, everybody else is also in love with, and they're all going to take him if they don't take him right away with this very high pick. And so it's decision making under uncertainty, and this year the uncertainty is greater than ever. So.
Yeah, that's it.
Taylor.
Thaler is correct. It's Richard Thaler. And second direct for Saswata. Earlier this month, who was sworn in as the Prime Minister of the UK after leading the Labour Party to a massive electoral victory? The former Director of Public Prosecutions was incidentally named after Labour Party founder Hardy.
Pass.
Passing it to Varun.
Keir Starmer.
Starmer is correct. It's Keir Starmer. And direct for Varun. The New York leg of the T20 World Cup in USA and West Indies was held in a modular stadium built for the occasion. The stadium was located in Nassau County in a 930-acre park named for which American president from 1953 to 61, also famous for supervising the invasion of Normandy?
Roosevelt.
Not Roosevelt, Saswata.
Eisenhower.
Eisenhower is correct. It's Dwight Eisenhower. And second direct for Varun. An untranslatable product name can derail a global marketing campaign before it even starts. American Motors made this mistake in the early 1970s by naming its midsize car What. Although the name was intended to conjure images of courage and strength, it may have been a little too aggressive for Spanish-speaking consumers. In Spanish, this word means killer.
Fortis.
Not Fortis. Karthik.
Pass.
Passing it to Saransh.
Sicario.
Not quite. Saswata.
Non-cop. Pass.
Okay. Go
Is
ahead.
this Mustang?
No, so it's Matador.
Oh,
And direct for Karthik. Designed to mimic the curving shape of a bicycle handlebar, this chair, the first made from tubular steel, has been a design staple since Marcel Breuer first constructed it. One of the best examples of Bauhaus design, furniture company Knoll, who owns the design, states that this chair was named for which abstract painting pioneer and colleague of Breuer's at the Bauhaus school.
Pass.
Passing it to Saswata.
Pass.
Saransh.
Rothko.
Sorry, come again.
Rothko.
Not Rothko. Varun.
Pass.
Okay. So these are called Kandinsky.
Camden.
Vasily Kandinsky. Yeah. Second direct for Karthik. Arjuna Award winner Shubhankar Sharma and Gangajin Bhullar will be the two men representing India in Paris 2024 in which sport? As their venue is outdoors, spectators should check the weather forecast beforehand so that they can equip themselves accordingly with wide-brimmed hat, sunscreen, sunglasses, small folding umbrella, water bottles, etc. They are also advised to bring comfortable walking shoes.
Golf.
Golf is correct. Direct for Saransh. When Procter & Gamble started selling its Pampers diapers in Japan, the packaging featured an image of what delivering a baby. While that imagery may have worked in the US, it never caught on with Japanese parents as the tale of a dash delivering a baby to parents isn't part of Japanese folklore. Their stories involve giant floating peaches bringing babies to awaiting parents.
Stork.
Stork is correct. Second direct for Saransh. The Labour victory in the 2024 UK elections comes exactly a century after which founder of the Labour Party became the first Labour Prime Minister, leading a minority government for 9 months in 1924. He would go on to serve once again from 1929 to 1935, and 2 years after that be the only British Prime Minister till date to die outside the United Kingdom. Ten seconds.
Chamberlain.
Not Chamberlain, Saswata.
Pass.
Passing it to Karthik.
Is it Gladstone?
Not Gladstone either. Varun.
I'll take a non-com.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Is it Bonar Law?
Not quite. So this is Ramsey MacDonald. And moving on to the third round, question for Saswata. With gesture of reassurance and safety, which dispels fear and accords divine protection and bliss, involves a right hand being held upright with the palm facing outwards. This is one of the earliest gestures found depicted on a number of Hindu and Buddhist icons.
I mean, do you want a name?
Yeah, name of that gesture.
I don't know. It's just like blessing someone like this. I don't know what it's called.
Not quite. Sorry about that. Varun.
Pass.
Passing it to Karthik.
Is it Abhaya?
Coming back to you, Saransh.
Pass.
So this is called the Abhaya Mudra.
Yeah, that's what
Abhaya
I said.
Mudra.
That's what he
So
said.
That's what I
yeah,
said.
giving
Yeah,
the
yeah.
point to.
Give point.
Okay, point to Karthik.
Thank you.
Yeah, no issues. And second direct for Saswata. David McCullough's Pulitzer-winning biography of which American president quoted him as saying, if leaders of simple cricket clubs could be called presidents, the leader of the new nation might be called something more grand. The 2008 HBO miniseries adaptation has led recent editions of the biography to prominently feature the picture of actor Paul Giamatti rather than the president himself. 10 seconds.
George Washington.
Not Washington. Varun.
I'll say, no, I'll take a non-com. Pass.
Okay. Karthik.
Pass.
Saransh.
Pass.
Right. Yeah, Varun.
It, Lincoln.
Not Lincoln. So this is John Adams.
Hmm.
Someone one from the earlier days.
And question for Varun. Grown predominantly in Alirajpur and Madhya Pradesh, which threatened heritage variety of mango can grow to over a foot long and weigh over 4 kgs. Its name and the descriptor Mallikai-am or the queen of mangoes is tied to a Mughal queen.
I'll say Noor Jahan.
Noor Jahan is correct. Nice one. Second direct for Varun. This is the bird's eye view of a site that became infamous for a malicious and outrageous wrongdoing and inspiring the nomenclature of countless other scandals in the future. Identify this site whose Google Earth satellite image is shown here.
Watergate.
Watergate is correct.
Just give me 1 second. I'll have to plug the laptop to a
All
charge.
right, no issues.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, I'm ready. Go on.
Yeah, okay. And question for Karthik. What auction phenomenon was first addressed in 1971 by Atlantic Richfield Petroleum Engineers? Thus, if an oil field had an actual intrinsic value of $10 million, oil companies might guess its value to be anywhere from $5 million to $20 million. The company who wrongly estimated at $20 million and placed a bid at that level would win the auction and later find that it was not worth as much.
Overbidding.
Not overbidding, Saswata.
Pass.
Passing it to Varun.
Pass.
Passing it to Saransh.
Pass.
Yeah. So this is called the winner's curse. And question for Karthik. Who were these bumpers with dual pointed chrome projections on the front ends of cars named after in the 1950s? A mononymous sex symbol of this time, the answer should not be confused with a marketing model for defining advertising goals for measured advertising results.
Pass.
Passing it to Saswata.
Pass.
Varun.
Pass.
Saransh.
Pass.
Okay. So this is Dagmar after define advertising goals for measuring advertising results. And question for Saransh. Many theories behind this movie's Sickly Baby include it being made from an embalmed calf or lamb fetus. And the Sickly Baby isn't the only memorable puppet effect in the film. Witness the man-made chickens that our bewildered hero Henry is served at dinner by his fiance's father. Identify this 1977 film in which you come across these puppets. 10 seconds, Saransh.
Pass.
Passing it to Saswata.
Non-com. Pass.
And Varun.
Pass.
And Karthik.
Pass.
Is
Okay.
this Eraserhead?
This is Eraserhead. Yeah. And second direct for Saransh. As shown in several frescoes and scripts, who used the Abhaya Mudra to subdue a drunk elephant set off by Devdatta?
Buddha.
Buddha is correct. It's Gautam Buddha. And on to the fourth round, question for Saswata. One of the places that features in Mirzapur's plot is a district in Purvanchal in the Varanasi division of Uttar Pradesh. Which district is this that the Sultan of Delhi, Feroz Shah Tughlaq, named in memory of his cousin Muhammad bin Tughlaq? 10 seconds.
I said Tughlaqabad.
Not Tughlaqabad, Varun.
I'll say Moradabad.
Not Muradabad either, Karthik.
Pass.
Passing it to Saransh.
Pass.
Yeah. So this is Jaunpur. His name was given Jonathan. Second direct for Saswata. The National Anti-Vaccination League was a British anti-vaccination organization that was formed in 1896. Among the leading voices of the anti-vaccine movement of the late 19th and early 20th century was which playwright, winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1925? According to Evans, he said that vaccination is nothing short of attempted murder. Ten seconds.
Ibsen.
Not quite, Varun.
Pass.
Passing it to Karthik.
Is it Bernard Shaw?
Bernard Shaw is correct. George Bernard Shaw. And direct for Varun. Makeup greats Rick Baker and David Leroy Anderson picked up an Oscar statuette for Best Makeup for turning comedian Eddie Murphy into 7 different characters, all distinct from the next in which 1966 fell.
1896.
Yeah.
Pass.
Passing it to Saswata.
The Nutty Professor.
The Nutty Professor is correct. Second direct for Varun. In Paris 2024, Ankita Bhagat, Deepika Kumari, and Bhajan Kaur will be the women representing India in which sport? Their events will be held at the Hotel des Invalides, English House of Invalids, a complex of buildings in the 7th arrondissement relating to the military history of France.
Archery.
Archery is correct. Yeah. And question for Karthik. Which form of Shiva is depicted with the second right hand making the Abhaya Mudra, bestowing protection from both evil and ignorance to those who follow the righteousness of Dharma? This form of Shiva is encircled by a ring of flames, the Prabha Mandala.
Is Nataraja?
Nataraja is correct. Second direct for Karthik. One of the places that features in Mirzapur's plot is a district well known for its opium factory established by the British in 1820 and still has the biggest legal opium factory in the world producing the drug for the global pharmaceutical industry. Which district is this, named after Ghiyat al-Din Tughlaq, the first Sultan of the Tughlaq dynasty of the Delhi Sultanate?
Is it Ghaziabad?
Not Ghaziabad, Saswata.
Pass.
Passing it to Saransh.
Pass.
Passing it to Varun.
Pass.
Okay. So this is Ghazipur. Ghazi Malik was Tughlaq's original name. And direct for Saransh, also known as the Ghazipuria mango, which sweet yellow-fleshed mango was made popular by Sher Shah Suri after a famous victory. It is named after the site of his victory.
Chausa.
Chausa is correct. Yeah. Second one for Saransh. This is the bird's eye view of an island which was home to the namesake facility that was active from 1934 to 63. It once contained some of the most dangerous people in that country. Identify this facility whose Google Earth satellite image is seen here.
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz is correct. It's Alcatraz prison island. And now to the fifth round question for Saswata. Named after the massif of mountains in northeastern New York, which years invented by Thomas Lee between 1900 and 1903 were popularized in nearby tuberculosis sanatoriums where they were favored for the way the armrests helped open up the sitter's chest. A signature of American vacation homes, these are now often made by injection molding.
Adirondack.
Adirondack chairs are correct. Second direct for Saswata. Which Caribbean island nation is named after a Roman Christian martyr based out of Syracuse who died during the Diocletianic persecution? The emblem of eyes on a cup or plate associated with this saint reflects popular devotion to them as the protector of sight because of their name. Ten seconds.
Santo Domingo.
Not quite, Varun.
St. Lucia.
Saint Lucia is correct. And direct for Varun. A character played by Zendaya has a name that fittingly translates to God's grace or God has favored me. Portrayed by Sean Young of 1984 film and Barbara Koretova of 2000 and 2003 miniseries. Which character is this? Ten seconds.
Pass.
Right, passing it to Saswata.
Pass.
Passing it to Saransh.
Chani.
Shani is correct. It's from Dune. Second direct for Varun. Which informal noun or slang denotes an inflatable life jacket originally as issued to Royal Air Force aviators during the Second World War? The nickname originated because someone wearing the inflated life preserver often appeared to be as large-breasted as a certain Hollywood actress.
Pass.
Passing it to Saswata.
Mae West.
Mae West is correct. It's Mae West. Mary Jane West. And direct for Karthik. Jeremy Woodhead, Oscar nominated for makeup and hairstyling, transformed Renee Zellweger into which reborn star in 2019 with all integrity and prosthetic intact as shown. She won her second Oscar for her efforts.
Pass.
Passing it to Saswata.
Judy Garland.
Judy Garland is correct. Second direct for Karthik. Which Caribbean country is named after the proto-martyr of Spain and a Spanish city? La Soufriere, an active volcano on this island, has had 5 explosive eruptions during the recorded historical period, and shown is GW Turner's depiction of the eruption on 30th April 1812.
Pass.
Right, passing it to Saransh.
Pass.
Passing it to Saswata.
Montserrat.
Not quite, Varun.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Vincent and the Grenadines is correct. And direct for Saransh. Pierre Jeanneret designed these cane and wood chairs in the 1950s for a set of administrative buildings in which Indian capital city? These are some of the most sought after by vintage collectors today, and even Kourtney Kardashian has one in her home.
Delhi.
Not Delhi. Karthik.
Calcutta.
Not Calcutta either. Saswata.
Mumbai.
Not Mumbai. Varun.
I'll say Trivandrum.
Not quite. So this is Chandigarh.
Ah,
53.
And second lyric for Saransh, referred to as the cocaine godmother and the Black Widow by Evans in his podcast, who is widely considered the first female drug lord in history. She became a prominent figure in the cocaine-based drug trade between Medellin, New York, and Miami during the 1970s.
Grimelda.
Not Grimelda. Karthik.
Pass.
Passing to Saswata.
Pass.
Passing to Varun. So this is Griselda Blanc.
Griselda. Yeah.
Griselda.
Was it by a
And
letter?
yeah, and on to the sixth round question for Saswata. Awarded a GI tag in 2011, which mango cultivar originating from Gujarat are we talking about? According to a local legend, it was given its name by the Nawab of Junagadh, Muhammad Mahabat Khan III, as the flesh resembled the color of a prized spice. Ten seconds.
Haldi Ghati mango.
Not Haldi Ghati mango, Saransh.
Kesari.
Not Kesari, prompting you.
Kesaria.
Not quite. Karthik.
Pass.
Passing it to Varun.
I'll say Saffron.
Not quite. So it's called the Gir Kesar. Second direct for Saswata. Which company got off on the wrong foot when it opened in China in the late 1980s? This was because in Beijing, the company's famous slogan translates to "Eat your fingers off." Ten seconds.
McDonald's.
Not McDonald's. Karthik.
Is it KFC?
KFC is correct. And direct for Varun. You see lead puppeteer Ollie Taylor wearing which titular character suit in this photo from last year? Taylor used mechanical hands with finger pulls to move the character's extended sloth-like arms.
Pass.
Passing it to Saransh.
No, pass.
Passing it to Karthik.
Pass.
Right, Saswata.
Pass.
So this is Eric. This is Eric. And second direct for Varun. The longest serving leader of the Labour Party 1935 to 55, who led the party to a landslide victory in 1945 on a post-war recovery platform, with his government then going on to establish the National Health Service. His foreign policy focused on decolonization efforts leading to the independence of India, Burma, and Ceylon, among other former colonies.
Clement Attlee.
Clement Attlee is correct. Question for Karthik. He starred alongside Garbo, Liz Taylor, and Leigh, and his films include The Prisoner of Zenda, Rebecca, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and then there were none. But in the sporting world, he is known as the Test cricketer who founded Hollywood Cricket Club and attracted David Niven, Laurence Olivier, and Boris Karloff to play cricket. Who is this multi-talented personality?
Is it Gregory Peck?
Not quite, Saransh.
Pass.
Passing it to Saswata.
Pass.
Varun.
Pass.
Yeah. So this is Smith, Charles Aubrey Smith. And question for Karthik. Which mango cultivar grown in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Tamil Nadu is famed for its buttery flesh and soft skin that one can bite through? The mango gets its name from being rumored to be favored by royals, religious leaders, and Emperor Humayun.
Is it Imam Pasand?
Imam Pasand is correct. Question for Saransh. Due to its bitter taste, which herb of grace is often associated with regret, repentance, and sorrow? This is an explanation for the first name of choice of a character essayed by Zendaya in an American series based on the Israeli series of the same name. Ten seconds.
Rosemary.
Not rosemary, Shashwata.
Pass.
Passing it to Karthik.
Pass.
Varun.
Pass.
So this is
Euphoria character. Don't know
yeah,
her name.
Rue.
Uh,
Euphoria. And second direct for Saransh. What term that borrows a Hollywood star's name refers to the act of selfishly taking or keeping something, especially a marijuana joint, instead of passing it on? It comes from this actor's most famous prop, the cigarette perpetually hanging from his lips. Ten seconds.
James Dean.
Not James Dean, Shashwata.
Non-com.
Yeah, Karthik.
Pass.
Varun.
Pass.
Yeah, Shashwata.
Bogart.
This is Bogart.
Uh,
Bogarting. And onto the seventh round question for Saswata. Nominated for a SAG Award, the Oscar-nominated makeup team of Jenny Sherkour, Mark Pelcha, and Jessica Brooks transformed Margot Robbie into which royale, as shown for a 2018 film? Ten seconds.
Princess Anne.
Not Princess Anne. Saransh.
Elizabeth the First.
Elizabeth the First is correct. Second one for Shashwata. The Directors Guild in Hollywood enacted which unofficial eponymous rule which prohibited actors from firing directors and taking over themselves. This is because this actor tended to hire only directors who would defer to his wishes. He once banned Philip Kaufman from the set of The Outer Josie Wales. In 1984, he took control of Tightrope from Richard Tuggle, whose name remained on the credits. Ten seconds.
Al Pacino.
Not Al Pacino. Karthik.
Schwarzenegger.
Not Schwarzenegger either. Saransh.
I'll pass.
Passing it to Varun.
Pass.
So this is Clint Eastwood. Eastwood
Yeah.
dude. Direct for Varun. Which Caribbean country is named after the patron saint of travelers and carries in its name a reference to the 4th century Catholic miracle of a summertime snowfall on the Espeline Hill in Rome? It was home to the first British and French Caribbean colonies and is hence titled the Mother Colony of West Indies.
Saint Kitts and Nevis.
St. Kitts and Nevis is correct. And second direct to Varun. According to Evans at Fishburne Military School in Waynesboro, Virginia, who became the first cadet in the school's history to be court-martialed. He became involved in the sports entertainment business after a ring announcer in 1971 left abruptly and his father, and Vincent needed a replacement. He was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for television.
Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon is correct. Direct for Karthik. Which Swedish vacuum maker got a quick lesson in English slang when it introduced its products in the States? Intending to its highlights, its vacuum's high power, the Scandinavian company's ad campaign boasted "Nothing sucks like a dash."
Pass.
Passing it to Saransh.
Electrolux.
Electrolux is correct. Second one for Karthik. The youngest Prime Minister of the UK in the 20th century, who is the longest serving Labour Party Prime Minister 1997 to 2007, and the only one to lead the party to victories in 3 consecutive general elections.
Tony Blair.
Tony Blair is correct. And direct for Saransh. A sealed bid second price auction is one in which bidders submit written bids without knowing the bid of the other people in the auction. The highest bidder wins the price paid. The higher bidder wins, but the price paid is the second highest bid. Who names this kind of an auction after he first described it academically in 1961, though it had been used by stamp collectors since 1893? Ten
Pass.
seconds. Passing it to Saswata.
Frederick Hayek.
Not quite. Varun.
Pass.
Passing it to Karthik.
Pass.
Okay. So this is William Vickery. Second direct to Saransh. After completing school at La Martiniere, Calcutta, Anush Agarwal moved to Germany to pursue his sporting dreams. That earned him gold at the 2022 Asian Games and also a spot at the Paris Olympics as India's sole representative in which sport. His event will be one of 2 competitions, the other being modern pentathlon, to be held at the iconic Palace of Versailles. Ten seconds.
Equestrian.
Equestrian is correct. So research. And on to the final round question for Saswata. Team America World Police was an ambitiously hilarious 2004 film made entirely with puppets. It was created by the same duo that created which animated sitcom. They developed the sitcom from 2 animated short films, both titled The Spirit of Christmas from 1992 and 1995. The second short became one of the first internet viral videos leading to the sitcom's production. 10 seconds.
Simpsons.
Not Simpsons. Varun.
Pass.
Passing it to Karthik.
Pass.
Saransh.
South Park.
South Park is correct. Stray Parker and Matt Stone. Final question for Saswata. This is the bird's eye view of a famous historical site where an attack took place that claimed the lives of more than 2,400 people. Identify this site whose Google Earth satellite image is seen here. Ten seconds.
Pass.
Passing it to Varun.
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor is correct. And direct for Varun. While some consider the Himambika temple in Palakkad district, also known as the Mood Bhagavati temple, as the source of this icon, others believe that blessings of a certain Devraha Baba received at his ashram situated on the banks of Saryu River, 1977, was responsible for this choice. What choice of an icon are we talking about?
Congress party symbol.
Uh, Not quite. Sorry, Karthik.
Pass.
Passing it to Saswata.
Pass.
Passing it to Saransh.
The hand symbol of INC.
Not quite. So this is the hand symbol for Congress.
This is what
Yeah,
I
that
said,
is
right?
what he
Congress
said,
party
no?
symbol.
That's
You
what he
didn't
said,
say
no?
the hand symbol, right?
No, he said
I
Congress
mean,
also.
obviously, I meant that.
That
All
you can
right,
give
all right.
points.
My bad.
Yeah.
That's a point. Okay, so point for Varun. Second one for Varun. Designed in 1955 by the Danish architect Arne Jacobsen, a modified version of the 3107 chair with an aperture crudely cut out of the back to avoid copyright infringement is ironically more famous than the original. It was immortalized by this photograph taken at the height of which caused Celebria in the 60s, named after the Secretary of State for War in Harold Macmillan's conservative government. Ten seconds.
Pass.
Passing it to Karthik.
Pass.
Saswata.
Profuma affair.
Profuma Fair is correct. And direct for Karthik. Which original character within the Spider-Man franchise is said by Zendaya? The character's name pays homage to a recurring love interest of Spider-Man in comic books and various media.
Jane.
Sorry, come again.
Jane.
Can you give me the full name?
I don't know. I just know Jane.
Coming back to you, Saransh.
MJ or Mary Jane.
MJ or Mary Jane is correct. So if you guys agree, I'll give the point to Karthik or it's a point for Saransh. And second direct for Karthik, this was the bird's eye view of a dome-shaped structure, which was the site of an infamous historical incident. The structure you see was encased in heavy amounts of cement after the incident. Identify the site as Google Earth satellite image you see here.
Is it Fukushima?
Not Fukushima, Shaswata.
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl is correct. Question for Saransh. In 1881, University of Pennsylvania, Harvard, Haverford College, Columbia, Cornell, and the College of New Jersey started the Intercollegiate Cricket Association, and it ran successfully for 44 seasons till 1921. How do we better know the College of New Jersey now?
Princeton.
Princeton Uni is correct. And last question for Saransh. One of the places that features in Mirzapur's plot is a district which is the part of Azamgarh division situated in the east of UP. Which district is this that serves as Rof Lala's base in Mirzapur? The district in question also houses the fictional village of Kulera from the Amazon web series Panchayat. Ten seconds.
Rampur.
Not Rampur, Karthik.
Pass.
Passing it to Varun.
Gorakhpur.
Not Gorakhpur, Saswata.
Muradabad.
Not Muradabad either. So that is Balia.
But yeah. Thank you for reading.
Yeah, no issues. Thank you.
Good
Yeah,
night.
thanks for reading.
Thank you.
Good game, guys.
Bye. Bye.